Hey, what's up guys? So today we are doing something really fun. It's ranking the glider. If it's the best glider ever or if it's a piece of crap, we'll see that right now. Let's go. So here is the note. So I already note what so the note of the Flitz too. So this is the glider we will check today, and I will explain why I say this one is 9, this one is 10, etc. On this video, and if you think this glider could be the good one for you because I said all these things, then maybe you should buy it. So let's go and check this note. So first one is launch. So in launch it's not only oh it feel good or oh it's go really high. No, it's the glider need to take a 10. It need to follow really great the spin, be really super smooth, not snacking at all, and need like no preset or something like this, climb super straight, and then the pushover need to be super clean. And when I judge a glider, it's after I flew it some weeks or month. So don't judge me like this, oh I see this glider fly, I think it's 9, 10 on this, it's only 3 on this because it's a crap. No, it's only because I flew it and I know it perfectly and perfectly set it to suit my piloting style, all this thing, and really a lot optimized. Okay, so on launch the Flitz 2 is really great. It is doing great. The rotation, this glider just follow your arm as like it's a part of your arm, and this is really impressive because sometimes because you put preset at launch and you maintain it all along of the rotation, the glider just do waves like this and is not following your arm at all, and in windy condition it's super critical. And this glider just follow your arm, just super easy, super smooth, don't drag at all, and then just a perfect curve, don't need that much of preset, which is good because it's not dragging a lot. Then the climb is great, but it snack a bit at release. It snack a bit, as a Vibe 2, a bit less than a 6.4, but more than an NXT. So I think it's because of the rudder, but yeah, tiny bit of something. But this glider climbs straight and climb high, and the pushover is just super easy and super late. So for this glider at launch, I give it a good 9.5 on 10. So well done. So now the weight. So the weight of this glider is not exceptionally light because mine is a light one. So with a vertical spar, all this thing, but it's a light layup. Some gliders are coming lighter for a light layup, like an NXT or maybe a Snipe or some others, but this one is top drive, so I can't compare that much with a Snipe, but some are coming lighter. It's not super lighter for really close layup or something like this, but it's good because the stiffness is really there, and I like this. So this glider take a good 8 on 10. Now the handling. So the handling on this glider is not exceptional, but it's great, and it's what is needed because when you have a super handly glider, you are sometimes too much confident and it don't pay after the contest. So the handling is really good and I like it a lot. It's not as good as a 6.4 really well setted or a Vibe 2 super well setted, but well said, a Flitz 2 is just great. It's doing its job and it's forgiving and it's what you need. So for me, the handling take a good 9. The quality there, wow. I just take off 0.5 point out of 10 because the tails could be a tiny bit slicker, smoother. So yes, a bit smoother, a bit more shiny, but I think it will be a bit heavier. So it's tiny bit, but all the rest is just perfect. So 9.5 out of 10. Yeah. Easy to set? Yes, definitely. It's super easy to set. It's one of the glider as I take the less amount of time to set. It was just crazy. In about 1 hour and a half, it was just perfectly set, but really perfectly, like if I was playing it for a month and adjusting and just take small thing by small thing as my vibes or my 6/4. I just take so much time to set it perfectly, and this one was just perfect in 1 hour and a half. So yeah, really easy to set. So 9 points. Easy to build. It was not that difficult, but I think with the plate at the tip for the peg, it's not super easy, so I didn't build it like this. I make my own hard point in carbon in the wing, and it was one thing is not perfect, looking by me. And now the slot for the ailerons are pre-cut. So when you put your push rods and your aileron linkage, it's actually pre-cut on many models now, and on the Vortex 3 the linkage is already done. And the Revolution, it's super simple. On many gliders it's simpler than this. So this glider take only 7.5 point on this point. Easy to read in the air. So if you are in sync, in thermal, if the thermal is more on the right, more on the left, all these things, if the wind just pick up or something like this in tiny bit more left or tiny bit more right in the air, it's not that easy to read. So this is the really weak point, if you can call this a weak point, because it's not as good as a 6/4. The 6/4 is super sensitive, and it's so easy to read because it's not more sensitive, but it's easier to read because it say clearly, no, this is not good, or yes, this is super good. And it's more right, it's more left, but it's because of the low wing. The low wing give you this thing, and it's because of this you can't find it on any top wing glider. But this glider is a bit less easier than a Vibe 2, but it's really close. So I give it a 6.5, and I think a Vibe 2 could reach maybe 7 maximum. So yes, it's not that big a deal, but if you are used to, when you fly it a lot, you will know it perfectly, and then it doesn't matter because you know how to read it, and then let's go! You can read it really easily. Then we arrived at the top note. Yeah, the top note is the float, the floatiness. And this glider is just amazing because with this glider I can do something like 4 minutes in dead air time. It's crazy, all this thing float, it's super easy. It's a really great floater. My Vibe 2 light at 220 grams was not that easy on float, and because it launched a bit lower, it float a bit less amount of time, but the handling and all this thing makes the float just crazy good. And 9.8, yeah, it's super good. The cruise, so it comes back super well. It cruises around the sky like nothing and don't fall out of the sky if you increase a bit the speed. So yes, it's simply good. So 9 point. Thermal, it's not the best glider in thermal ever. My 6.4 in the around the same thermal is a little bit easier, but again it's the low wing. I really love the low wing, and but compared to a Vibe 2, I don't know if it's the airfoil or something like this, but it doesn't push on the air as the Vibe 2. It keeps more speed, so it's way easier. You will never stall with it, but you can't climb as easy and as visually comfortable. But it climbs super well with never lost any speed, so it's really good. In sync, so this is one strong point of this glider, because this glider just can go fast, super fast at low and super high weight. So I will talk about this just after with the ballast point, but in sync, this glider just signals it by his own manner, but super well. And you know, if you know your glider, you know you are in sync, and you just let him do what he knows to do, because if it's well set, it will just go in the sync and go out of the sync, and you have lost not that much. And it's impressive. So 9.5 point for this, and this is incredible because it's better than an NXT, better than a 6.4, better than anything I ever flew. And then the last point, the ballast. So this one is a light one, so I didn't put that much of ballast, only 80 grams, and I didn't throw it full power because I'm a bit scared because it's a light. So yeah, but I flew it in a ton of wind and it just came back super easily, and I flew it with zero ballast and full ballast in the same wind, and it was just way easier when it's heavy. But not because it came back better, but because the handling was just super smooth, and it's not really quicker, but it handles a lot better his momentum, and this is super comfy. So yeah, I like it. So the total note for this glider, so the medium, I don't know how you say that. So it's 12 notes, so I put this 12 notes together, and then the final note is 8.73. So this is a super good note. I think you didn't expect that, but yes, it's a super good note because this is a super good glider. So that's it for me for today. If you enjoyed this video, just drop a good comment and a good like. If you want to see all the next glider every Monday. So yes, and tell me which glider you want to see next. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time. Bye.